This is Ravi Kumar, one of the soon going to graduate student from IIBIT affiliate from the course Master in Technology in Software Engineering. So today I'm here to give a talk about my course and how it goes. So these are the agendas for today's presentation, my project and involvement in it, top 3 contributions, besides that contribution, lessons learned and beyond. So the name of the course I'm enrolled is iTech 7415 Master Project. We are the team of 4 who have worked on our web application project called Employee Time Tracking team, and we are the team number 1. So first of all, I have worked as a front-end developer in the in our project, but then eventually I shift my role to a full-time tester for because of the skill sets that I have and the time frame we need to complete our project. So first of all, I worked as a test case writer, and then based on the test case I have done the testing as a tester, and then while doing the testing I find the bug, and therefore I also work as a bug reporter, and this whole process gives me a view on the quality assurance, and that's how I have also worked as a quality assurance hacker. And finally I have worked as a report writer too. So now I'll be talking about my top 3 contributions. The first contribution is documentation and maintenance of test case files along with change requests. So for this, I first maintained our test case in our file, but then eventually I find a way that they all need to be executed in an Excel sheet. So I made a single Excel file and executed all the test cases, in that single Excel sheet. In the Excel sheet, I have written the test case ID. I described them. I have written the test steps and data and results as well. And in the Excel sheet, I have also do the highlighting and coloring for a beautiful appearance. And I have been doing this throughout the whole sprint. And this is the screenshots of the old file. Then eventually we change it to the Excel sheets, and all the test cases have been maintained here. And this is the screenshots of sprint 1, and this is the screenshots of sprint 2, and it has got user story, test case, pending execution, pass and fail. And similarly, this is the screenshots of sprint 3 program. And also this is the document of the sales file that I have been maintaining on the change request. I have total 9 change requests throughout our project. So the next contribution I have done is testing as a tester, full-time tester. For this, I can show the bug reporting, which I have maintained it in a Trello as a proof. And for the bug reporting, I have included the picture, I have described the bug ID and brief descriptions, and have done the functional and system testing of our app. And this has been carried out throughout the whole sprints. And this is the screenshots of the bug format that I have written on Trello. You can see the bug ID, the URL, step to produce, expected result, actual result, and so on. Severity, assigned to, and priority. And the next thing is, this is the total list of the bugs we have found on the app, but still there are some more, and which we got some more bug in our UAT test case, and we have fixed that one as well. And the next contribution I have done is on the academic literature writing. So For this, I have looked on different articles, read different articles on comparing software methodology on the front-end framework, on the software methodology, where agile and waterfall methodology I have looked on, and on the front-end framework I have looked on Angular and React, and in the back-end service I have viewed the Node.js one, and on the database tool we have used on our project I have compared between MySQL versus MS SQL. MySQL is from the Oracle company, and MS SQL is from the Microsoft software architecture. So for the software architecture, I have looked on the articles about microservice versus monolithic. Microservice is a is an software architecture where different services are maintained in a different repository, and monolithic is that all the services is uh, written on a single is kept on a single code base. And these are the screenshots of the above the academic literature I have done, and similarly these are the references of that one. And besides the top three above, I have also worked on user manual. I have also done user acceptance test case in the presence of our client, and then finally I'm finalizing the write-up of our project. And the next thing I'll be talking about is lesson learned. So the first lesson that I have gained is teamwork. Teamwork is very crucial. Without teamwork, like no one can achieve, like we haven't come up to until up to this the project final of our project. And teamwork is important to and communication within the teamwork is also very important, I believe. And it is because like we need to update information on the tasks we have been achieving, so that our team member knows what we are up to and what we need to be. And that's also very important. Teamwork and communication are correlated. And the next thing is that at least try. At least we need to try. Like if we don't know, it doesn't matter. We just need to try. And giving a try won't make us a failure. It will make us learn the things. And if we do it correctly, if we give our best, then I think we can achieve the result as well. And if there is any problem, through the proper guidance, we can surely achieve the good result as well. So the last thing I'll be talking about is on the Vue course. So the pros of the course that I like is that it sounds and professional. Uh, it the course is written on such a format where the student can experience a great deal of lessons, can execute their skills, can show off their thinking and writing capability. And also the course here is challenging. The course is challenging in a sense that we as a student need to put our effort on on the analysis, on the requirements, and through the uh, software methodology approach, we need to finish our tasks on following the procedures, the approach that we need to. And the cons that I dislike on the course is that the course was a great start, but afterward, when there is the tasks, the execution stage after in the sprint 3, the course started getting slow. The topics is I think repeating, and there's nothing much more to talk about. And the next thing the course can be improved is like giving more support on the technical part to the student, because there are still some, I feel like there are still some students who lacks the technical lessons, who are aware of that, and though they are looking at the things, but they are not having the proper guidance to look on the right direction. They are mm, going on different separate direction, and that's what lacks the student, I suppose. And with the proper lessons and guidance from the staff, I believe like they can be put on the right track. So this is all the things that I need to say, and thank you for your time.